I love dessert, and unfortunately that's how I gained 30 pounds in college and ended up with elevated cholesterol and blood sugar. But after losing those 30 pounds over 25 years ago, I know a good rule of thumb that will let you eat dessert while losing weight and without sacrificing good nutrition. Hi everyone, I'm Roberta. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist here to help you lose weight, improve your heart health, and balance your blood sugar. In earlier videos, we talked about the plate method. And for weight loss, you don't want any more than 30 to 45 grams of carbs at a meal. And for fat, in general for the meal, you don't want more than 10 to 15 grams of fat. Check out the videos in this season, episodes 3 and 4 if you want more information. So if you're going to have your dessert soon after the meal, make sure to look at the dessert's fat and carbs and work that into the meal. Because too much fat and carbs at one time will give you too many calories, and too many carbs at once may make your blood sugar go too high. Let's look at some examples. Does anyone like cupcakes? I love cupcakes. Let's say you buy these mini cupcakes. First, look at the serving size, 3 cupcakes. The total fat is 11 grams and the total carbs is 43 grams. If you're going to have the 3 mini cupcakes for dessert, you need to think about what you're going to have to eat before them. If your limit is 45 grams of carbs per meal, those cupcakes took away practically all the carbs. You just have the protein and the vegetables left, and they used up practically all of the fat as well. So you need to have a lean protein like chicken breast, a lean fish, a very low-fat vegetarian source of protein or shrimp, and then of course we can have half our plate with vegetables. Let's look at another one. A Snickers bar. When I was losing my weight, I would have a Snickers bar after lunch. The total fat is 12 grams of fat and the carbs is 32 grams of carbs minus 1 fiber, so it's really 31 grams of carbs. So if we look at our plate, if your limit is 30 grams of carbs per meal, then the carbohydrates go all to the Snickers bar. But if you have a limit of 45 grams of carbs per meal, then you have room for one more portion, like a half cup of beans, or a roll, or a piece of fruit. Check out that food list that we talked about in earlier episodes. So let's just say the Snickers bar takes care of the carbs. Again, like the last example, our dinner or our meal, our lunch, is going to be predominantly protein and vegetables. One last example is ice cream, and I want to show you 2 products. First, this fudge bar, it says the serving size is 2 bars, but let's look at the column for 1 bar. The fat is 1 gram and the carbohydrate is 18 grams. Then this ice cream sandwich by Skinny Cow, the serving size is 1 sandwich, fat is 1.5 grams, and the carbohydrate is 18 grams. I just round the 18 grams of carbs to 15 grams of carbs because if you've seen the prior videos, we talk in terms of 15 grams of carbs per serving. And so these ice cream treats are only about 15 grams of carbs. So you still have some carbohydrate left for the meal, and you still have the fat and the protein and the vegetable. You might be wondering if you can have dessert at every meal. Well, if your desserts are very low calorie, then sure. If some of your desserts are fruit, then yes. But what's the calorie limit overall? My rule of thumb is no more than 15% of your total calories for the day coming from highly processed sweet desserts. And why is that? Where did I get that number from? Well, when you Google it, you don't really find an answer. Some people's opinions are no more than 10% of calories from desserts. Some people say no more than 20%. And then some people even use a concept of a cheat day where 6 days out of 7, they eat only healthy foods, and on the 7th day, they eat whatever they want. 1/7 is 14.3%. So if you take all these numbers, 10%, 14.3%, 20%, you get about 15%. And it works. So let me show you a list of calories for different eating plans and their corresponding limit for sweet desserts. For a 1,200 calorie eating plan, your sweet treat limit for the day is 180 calories. For 1,500 calories, the limit is 225 calories. For an 1,800 calorie plan, 270 calories is your limit. And for a 2,000 calorie plan, 300 calories is your limit. With these calorie limits in mind, let's take a look at one last example, store-bought cookies. What is the serving size? For 3 cookies, the calories are 160. Word to the wise, if you buy a cookie that you have a hard time sticking to the serving size, like me and Oreos, you might not want to buy those cookies that often. Buy the sweet treats that you have a little bit better discipline with. And overall, the fewer high-processed, high-sugar desserts you eat, the better off it is for your body. But if you enjoy them like I do, it's good to have a limit that you stick to so that it doesn't cause you health problems. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you something to think about, and until next time, take good care of yourself. Bye!